how is your Valentine's Day going? Has it been going well? I really hope so, because I'm about to bring you down. It was my senior year of high school on Valentine's Day, and I was in gym class. My gym class was the last period of the day, and about halfway through each class, we had time to just go roam around and throw a basketball at each other, hit each other with some footballs. And so instead of doing that, I thought, I really haven't done anything bad in school. I don't have any cool kid memories. And so I decided that I was just going to sneak out and try to avoid that truancy charge, you know what I'm saying? But basically, I left school only about a half hour early. I literally just left in the middle of my last period, so oh yeah, I'm a badass. I walked out of the school, and I walked over to my car. Well, it was my dad's car, and I got in my dad's car, started it up, backed out, made sure the coast was clear, looked both ways, didn't see no teachers or nothing, and I started to pull out. I only made it about, I would say, 30 feet down the road before I ran into a pole. What I told the police happened was that a squirrel ran out in front of me, and I swerved because I'm very conscientious of, animal life, but that's totally what happened. Definitely. And the worst part about it was when I hit the pole, I realized that if I just hadn't have panicked and swerved at the end, I would have just rolled into a grass field. I hit the pole and airbags popped out at me, and I was really nervous that the car was on fire because there was smoke all through the car, and I hadn't ever gotten an accident before, so I was freaking out. My door was jammed shut because of the force of the hitting the pole. It made my door not be able to open. So I was freaking out, feeling shell shocked from getting my head rung and almost hitting my face in the airbag. And I just slowly climbed over the seat and fell out of my car. And I was like, okay, this is fine. There's only 15 minutes until everybody gets out of school. When the bell rings, I'll just act like I got in an accident, I left class and got in an accident right after I was allowed to leave school. That's what we'll go with. That should work. And right as I was thinking that in my head, this car that my dad had bought 17 years earlier, the only car he ever bought brand new, his baby just started wailing, and the horn just went, and it would not stop. I tell you what, it would not stop. So then the horn's going off, and I'm standing there literally 50 feet away from my school building, and I'm just thinking to myself, there's absolutely no way I'm going to make it out of this without getting in so much trouble. How crappy would that be to crash your car and then get in trouble for skipping school? Absolutely terrible. 5 seconds later, a car comes rolling down the street and sees me basically just standing outside my car freaking out. And I was like, no, I'm fine. Please, I'm getting ready to call the police. Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool. It's all good. But apparently lied, and he called the police. And wouldn't you know it, I was about 100 feet from a fire station. So right after this guy drives away, I saw a fire truck slowly back out of the station in plain sight. So that was a good moment. Then when the fire truck got there, they were like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Sit down, he's in shock. Everybody help him out. Get the water." And I'm like, "No, really, it's fine. I'm okay. My dad's gonna murder me though because I broke the car." It's funny to me now, but the thing that I was most concerned about was the fact that I wasn't going to be able to get flowers for my now ex-girlfriend. I was going to go to CVS and use the $10 I had to get or something. So then the tow truck actually took me back home and just left my dad's car very, very sad in the driveway. And then I was home by myself for about an hour before he got to come home and see it. At least he knew it had happened before that, and so he was prepared. But the funny part was, even though how mad he was, he still let me go get a bouquet of flowers. And so I got the flowers, and I took them over to my girlfriend's house, and she wasn't even there. So I gave them to her parents, and would you know it, I never actually saw her again while we were dating. I don't know what happened, but there was a long gap in between seeing each other. And then I went on Facebook and saw that she was in a relationship with another guy. And I was like, we were like officially dating. We even had a cool like get together date. It was 12/21/2012, you know? What's going on? And she told me, she was like, no, it's a joke. Like, totally not dating that guy. That's just a joke. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I believed her, benefit of the doubt. And then about a month later, they actually were dating. So I was like, huh. I just thought it was the strangest thing that if she was actually interested in the guy, why would she have put it on Facebook publicly that she was in a relationship with him when she never like broke up with me? I didn't understand that at all. So at least I didn't find that out for like another month. But I just got to drop off the flowers and let them know that I crashed my dad's car into a pole. So that was fun. But they were really nice to me. That was the only time I'd ever been in a car accident. And ever since then, I've been a lot more careful to pay attention for squirrels. And this time, if I see one, I'm just going to run the little bastard over.